Coach, you were saying you'd like to see the offense respond today after the practice for them yesterday. What did you see out of that?
I think they responded right out of the gate. You know, they drove the ball down and they had some good drives. I saw some guys step up. It's you know, we're always striving for perfection, but you know, I thought they played pretty good today. There's still a lot of stuff to clean up, and I think we have a chance to be good when you return all the old linemen. You got a tight end and a quarterback that have played on Saturdays. I think that experience is starting to show. But then again, the story of the spring has continued to be give and take because there was turnovers and the defense bowed up again in the red zone at a couple times. And again, it makes me happy because again, I think it's a mark of a good defense, and that continues to be part of it. But I thought the offense much better than Wednesday.
Especially Joey DiMartino. I mean, he found the end zone 3 times and kind of shined today.
You know, Joey's a guy that I'm really proud of because when I got here 2 years ago, kind of a lot of people were putting him off. And he's a guy that's just battled, and he'll be a guy that definitely has a role for us this fall. He really came on at the end of the year last year in special teams and a lot of the kick situations. And I'm happy for Joey because he continued to stay the course and he played well today.
And Swindle as well, catching the ball.
Brandon won't. You know, those the cream rises, and Brandon's starting to make plays consistently. He did the other day in the last scrimmage, and he did in the indoor the other day, earlier this week. And I've continued to be impressed with Brandon. He's another guy that's, I think, earned himself a certain role that'll be solidified during training camp.
I know it's nothing new, but Kyler Fackrell was really moving around well today, making a lot of tackles. Have you seen anything really distinct in terms of improvement for him this spring?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I mean, he weighs 15 pounds, heavier than he was last year. He's a lot thicker. He looks like a real linebacker. Kyler's got a bright future ahead of him. I'm really happy with him. You know, he's moved positions and has really just taken off with that. He's been a very consistent performer.
Coach, when you talk about not just Kyler, but the linebackers in general, a couple other guys on defense, you're an offensive guy. How helpful has it been that you've got such good depth at defense coming back from last year that you kind of don't have to worry about them too much?
I just said that to Mr. Barnes. I said, part of the issues on offense and running the ball, I think, is because I think our front seven's strong, and I like those guys. From Kyler to Jake Dowdy to Zach Vigil to Little Vigil coming on. Little Vigil's going to be a good player, Nick. And then again, the guys up front that continue to pound and on the O-line, and those D linemen, we rotate a lot. I like those guys, the front seven, and I think they'll be the backbone of that defense.
Anything in particular you take from special teams? It seemed like the return squad was really effective.
Yeah, it's that. It's been part of something that we've waited till the end of spring ball. We've done it in phases, and the kickoff return unit was, that's the second day we've done it, so we're still training some guys, and it wasn't a full speed deal, so we're just continuing to work on it. It's just a work day in the special teams.
Harrison looked sharp. Is he distinguishing himself as your number 2?
Well, no, that'll be all the way down to probably the Thursday before the Utah game. That's a battle that'll go through all summer. There's a young man that's going to walk in here June the 3rd, and he'll be right smack and dab in the middle of it too. So, Jeff's been out sick, and so that's a battle that'll go all summer, all training camp. But Craig had a good day.
Coach, you just mentioned the Utah game. Now that the schedule's come out this afternoon, spent a lot of time on the road at the beginning of the season, but then you're home for most of the year.
That's what it looks like. I just glanced at it on my phone. Doug sent it over to me. Right before I walked out, so I haven't had a chance to totally study it, but I do know it looks like we're going on the road. It'll test this team, but you know what? That doesn't bother me because we have a veteran team. These guys won't flinch. They know how to get on a bus. They know how to get on a plane. And shoot, we can be delayed with snow and Logan, Utah in September. These kids won't flinch. So, that'll be a major challenge, and I know we got a lot of home games at the end, and a good, good home schedule for the fans to come out. There'll be a lot of good teams coming around me.